May the 4th, since he's going to have those vaccinated by May 4th. Will be July the 4th. Which it is a week ago. Joe Biden had announced 200. So now we're going to read this to you. And now, these adults probably written. Now let's discuss what's going on in here. It's 61 days to July the 4th. Okay. Now I'm gonna read this to you. Today, that I need at least one COVID-19 vaccine doses to set popularity and have by July 4th. Make it easier, and then July 160 Americans, 145 million adults, a COVID-19 vaccine, according to the latest data from the and prevented it. And that was all about 882,000 adults have been added last week. In addition, 35 million adults will need to receive at least one dose to reach the new. If vaccinations continue at the current pace, 70% of adults will have received vaccine by the second week of June. But with July 4th as to go, the current pace slow to the average can slow to the average of about 500 to the total each day over the next 2 months. About 65% of the pace of vaccinations has already been undecided since reaching a peak about 3 weeks ago. We will be able to mobilize immediately. I say is to meet the thousands of pandemics preparedness in the federal and federal emergency management agency resources to support clinics, smaller communities, vaccination sites, and more mobile clinics. The Biden administration will also ship new acolytes for COVID-19 vaccines to and providing antidisclosure funding to help communities conducting outreach to help get more in effort to get escalations vaccinated as soon as possible for this age group. The FDA is posing but intact is coronavirus vaccine in children and teens at ages 12 to 8. Now, federal government officials told CNN the Pfizer vaccine is a two-shot rating, with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine only requires one shot. Insulin, the emergency organization, will open COVID-19 vaccine in England to targeting 5% of the U.S. population. Now, Biden says we'll be able to mobilize immediately. A Senate administration told the emergency use organizing them back greatly. The officials say one half of the federal diplomacy program will be ready to vaccinate this age group. And family doctors. This move comes as the Biden administration races to get shots and threaten to derail the nation's progress in the fight against the pandemic. After spending up for it and discrimination of the vaccines, the White House is now working to combat vaccines hesitancy. These efforts to build confidence in the safety and effectiveness of the three COVID-19 vaccines. Biden spoke on Tuesday about making access to vaccinations more convenient, supporting community outreach efforts and reaching those in rural communities. And the administration's COVID-19 response is slowing down that the majority of the Americans adults have gotten their first shot every day. Biden said, adding that in the last 10 days, one in 10 are. Earlier today, the White House confirmed that as part of the new phase of the vaccination program, distributing vaccine doses should states not order all the to them each week. Now, states will still cases based on their popularity, but the change means if essential state does not order it. That's my phone. States states would get actually allocations based on their population. State does not order all the other those available to them. The White House likely to give down to a state that has higher demands than its allocation, reaching hostile. Now, the president announced early $250 million in funding for our community based organizations to help and mobilize community outreach workers, community court specialists, and us to increase access to the COVID-19 hit by the pandemic. Biden also announced that more than 130 million in funding to information and to work on reducing health disparities in undeserved communities. Will be a million award to state, territories, and central large city governments to fund the next more than $100 million in doing will go to that sponsor across the country to support vaccine outreach in rural communities. So, what the business is all about? Well, good for him. As you always know, nearly $860 million in funding will go towards supporting rural health clinics and rural hospitals involved in that COVID-19 testing and manipulation capabilities. We're going to make it easy than ever to get vaccinated, Biden said. One thing that's essential to make it easier and more fun to get business. Biden also pointed that fully vaccinated or slowly return to more a number returning to a more the president created the Trump administration thinking Republican in Congress this is not a Democrat or Republican for decades. Two of our vaccines will at the White House. My administration we may can agree on. He continued, every American to know, people who are P, people who are not fully life and death. And I hope everyone knows, be safe. And the president to get vaccinated, but host invaders will be. Now, listen. Or the people who are just are want to go to get vaccinated. At the end of the day, most people will be converted by be die. So what he's saying was today, or getting sick and die. Listen, when Joe Biden's out, it's your choice. Remember about a little ago when the impacts our stores, it impacts our. And I remember when about jail. Well, it has been shut down. They never had a buffet ever. But who knows? Who cares about? I'm not so. I'm not so sure about doing something. By July the 4th, he meant what he said, and he said what he meant. Well, 2 months away. I mean, may continue to know that it's just always for one bit. A lot of people are get fully vaccinated, then it's their choice. I'm going to get vaccinated. I am. You know why? Because people, for sure, yes, it is what it is. This is life. But you don't know how it is. Love the most. The people we do love the most, people are very happy about. People, you don't want to lose the loved ones. For you do what you want to do, you do what you want to do. You have to do this for the loved ones. Things, and they are free. They're for free, for real. And yes, it is. It's all about the vaccines that we have taken. Getting a shot once. The Pfizer vaccine. My mom's gonna make an appointment. My mom's gonna make the or getting a shot for the vaccine that will be, I don't know, maybe this month, maybe. Now let me make this is clear. This is how the how it's all about. This is what it is for about the living. And it's up high. We all know that people get sick. We all know about like we have 77 people, 577,000 people down. The numbers are going down. However, the numbers are going down, and they're sad about this. What are we going to do to slow this down virus? Slow this down virus after all this time. It was about a year ago, but now this year, the numbers are down. It is what it is, but we gotta know it, and that's what we know it for real. This is the same now. Now if we listen to them. Now we'll go to North Carolina. We're going to have an update on for War Cooper that says now, now, now here's Everybody got their own news. Okay. Now, we got a lot of stuff going on. Huh? Let's go to Wally, to the WTVD online. Now, here are the latest updates about COVID 19. Now, the disease caused by the Nova 2015 North Carolina health officials are reported had 981 new COVID 19 cases at 6.7% positive test rate. There are current 1 patients being hospitalized. North Carolina is vaccinating with at least one dose. Now more deaths have been reported. 100 people have died since the start of the pandemic. 11:40 a.m. North Carolina experts to receiving 160,260 first doses and 13,900 doses of the Johnson & Johnson single-shot vaccine this week are not included in that total. To compare, the state receiving about 222,000 first doses of the Moderna and Pfizer vaccine last week. So look, it's gonna be they're gonna get there. I have to say for now. Look, so oh look everybody, story of the former president Barack Obama, former president of the United States, who won in 2004. He became the first black president to win the United States to win the White House, and he did just that, become the first black president to win the White House in 2008. When 2000 House with his wife Michelle Obama and his two children, it was a dream come true for him. And I did the director and the music for Stevie Wonder, and I did all that, and I did career, and I did make it. It's and I'm going to do the DVD as it is to come. It's Sunday, 2 days ago. I watched it, and that included me. I'm a director called Let's the DVD documentary show. So anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Also, subscribe